Let me start again. Okay, how are you today? Hello, Louis.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Louis also joined us,
Yeah.
and Natura. Have you seen him in the Instagram?
Yeah.
I see, I see. So you
We
know
spoke
already.
through Instagram.
I see.
Yes.
So yeah, I think we are. Yeah, I think we are 21 in this group, but I'm not sure how many
Because
from
I'm here.
will
Yeah.
join.
One more person is joining there.
Hmm? So first, Natura, can you introduce yourself here because you didn't
I'm
post your
Natraj.
video.
Hi there. I'm Natraj. And what about you?
Hi, Nats.
Natraj.
Nats?
Natraj.
That's
Nat,
Natraj.
Not
yes,
Raj.
I'm
Okay.
from
Natura.
India. From India.
Hi, Aline. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I am Luis from Chile.
Yeah. And
Hi.
how about there in the Corona situation?
Well, here, um, mm, we have 3,000 infected people right now.
Oh.
So, but the government doesn't declare the quarantine here. So
Okay.
we continue with our life work.
Most of the people right now, the time is quarantine time. So so overall, the people would be quarantined. Also, something in most difficult time in my life because I can't go any place last 10 days. So that's really challenging time.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Hi,
Is there
friend.
anybody? Is there anybody joining again, Lane?
Yes, yes,
I
yes,
think I
yes,
think there is also one challenger. I'm not sure what. I think
yes,
Sabin. What's your
yes, yes.
name?
I am Sabine. Yeah,
Sabin?
yeah,
Sabin. Do you have your video? I mean your
yeah,
Try to
camera.
turn on your video.
yeah,
Can you show us because they want
yeah, yeah.
to meet you?
Can you see me?
Yeah.
Yes. Can you open your cam?
Yeah, I opened it.
Yeah. Right now
Uh,
it's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
so you are also from India, I think.
Yes, I am from India.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's good.
same.
I'm
Okay.
also from India.
Oh,
I'm in
okay,
Tamil
great.
Nadu.
Oh,
What is your
great.
local time in
I,
India?
I'm
What is your
from
local
Kerala.
time?
Right now it's currently 4:30, 4:35. I think so. 4:40. Exactly
441.
4:40. 4:41.
441.
Okay.
Yes.
Here it is 8 a.m., man. I wake up a little moment ago.
You just wake up for our meetup.
Those people
Okay,
conversation right now, right?
It's my pleasure, man. It's my pleasure.
I see.
Yeah.
So, guys, I just created this group for us to keep on track our English. So, I hope you will participate the challenge I posted on the Facebook group. So, and so far, I think there are only 4 people posted a challenge. So, anyway,
Yes.
you joined the live meetup today. So
Yes,
glad
yes,
to
I saw it. I saw it.
No, 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 no.
yes.
I saw your challenges, and I try to participate on your challenges.
I see.
Here, when to work the so
Okay. So what is that noise? Is that you, Trent?
It's
Natural.
me.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think some
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sound.
I'm just observe it. I'm just observe it. Those people speaking. Those people speaking in the right way. That-
Yes, because
Times.
that is
Yeah.
people maybe they can't hear what I'm saying. So
Yes, yes.
yes,
Some
guys.
noises are from the background. Some noises are from the background.
In my turn.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe is in your
Mm.
Natra, maybe there is some sound. Maybe is that radio?
Yeah. Right now is there something a lot of disturb in my house. So let me join in the moment. Okay.
Oh, sure, sure. It's
Yeah.
okay. Take your time.
Yeah.
So, Louis, you are the one also challenger. No, no, I mean task giver. I think you are number 9. I assigned you
Number,
to be a task giver. So I'm hoping you will continue our journey in this challenge because this challenge, long-term challenge, is not
mhm.
just a 30 days challenge and then finish. So every week we have to do our task, and task giver we prepare our content and post on the Facebook group so that other challengers can also watch and prepare their tasks ahead of that time so we can also give some feedback
Great.
before our live meetup.
Okay.
So
So
mhm.
I have a question about that. So what about the people in the list below me, for example?
That one, when after, because I have chosen 10 challengers, right? So 10
Okay.
challengers, after that one, the other members, we can
Huh?
also select them to be a task giver in the future. So this is rotation.
Okay, 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 I understand. Great.
So
Good.
because if only one person will do a task as a task
Mhm.
giver, it's a bit pressure. Sometimes we're
Sure, sure,
busy sometimes. So
sure,
we have to
sure.
be engaged. So that's why I just made like this rotation so everyone can participate at the same time, can be a task giver.
Okay. For example, in my case, I will be the task giver for 1 month, during 1 month, okay?
Yeah, yeah, 1 month, but you just only prepare for
Or, okay,
task. Yeah.
great, great.
So it's not really compulsory to like when you are joining 30 days challenge every day you have to do your task every day. So
Sure.
sometimes
So,
if you're busy,
so,
so
no, great. It's a good idea. Congrats for that.
yeah,
Sure.
yeah. So if you have any suggestion about our group, or maybe you can also contribute to what we have to do to improve our.
Okay.
I made
Mm-hmm.
this group for us, not for myself, but for everybody who really want
Great.
to learn English.
Sure. Great. I have some friends that they would like to participate in this challenge. So I will invite them. Great. So what happened
And
with them?
yes, yes, you can also invite and your friends or your family, whoever wants to join us and
Mhm.
yes, connect with us to improve their English as well. So this
Okay.
is open to everybody, but this is only for really want to improve their English, not just posting like any something like outside or the group on
Great.
uh, speaking
Uh,
English, yeah, learning English.
Okay.
Bunny? What is the name? Bunny? Bunny? Hey, it's
Daddy,
Bunny.
buddy, or you're here. Well,
I
nice to see you,
someone
or
else joined.
Hi, nice
good
to
to
meet
see you.
you.
Who is
You can
he? What is his name?
introduce. You can introduce to
Yeah,
other.
my
Okay.
my name is Hi.
Hi.
To meet you. What is your name, man?
My name is Ur. What's your?
Okay. Wow, it's so difficult to me understand the name from India.
Are you from
Sorry.
India?
He's he's from Turkey.
Ah,
Turkey.
Turkey.
Yeah, yeah,
Turkey. Great.
he's Turkish.
Which place
Uh,
in Turkey? Which city in Turkey?
what city do you live in
From
Turkey?
Antalya, you know?
Ang-
So,
Antalya.
you're Italian. You're Italian.
Yeah.
India?
I live in
Oh,
my
Ah,
He's
my Turkish
huh?
hometown
great.
is Antalya.
Oh,
Istanbul. You can say
Istanbul.
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 Yeah.
Ah, great.
Yeah.
Do you know
Yeah.
place?
Yes.
Uh, what's the Turkish place? I forget. It's near Turia. It's Syria. What's the city name near Syria?
Hatay,
Hmm?
maybe. Adana, Hatay, near Syria.
Yeah, I forget the city name. It's a old city. It's a historic uh, important city. I forget the name. Uh, start with S or something.
Subin,
Hmm?
turn on your cam so the other challenger can see you.
Yeah, we can see.
Yeah, we can't see you. You're talking, you're hiding your face. Don't be
That's me.
shy. Yes. You can introduce yourself. Or this is, or you can tell yourself.
Hi, my name is U.
Subin.
Yeah.
He's from India. He's from India, guys. Okay. So far I haven't seen your video or your self introduction in the page.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I am so shy. Probably I won't do that.
Huh? You will you will do it later so the other challengers can
I
also
don't know.
watch your video and yeah, maybe they probably connect with you. And so far, guys, I have watched Louis' video, self-introduction, and then yes, you're having hard time to pronounce those words.
Oh, it was terrible. It was terrible.
Very good. So anyway,
No.
guys, I have learned American pronunciation, and then yeah, I can help you how to pronounce those words. Like
Great.
you said anxiety, but we have in
Anxiety.
American accent, we pronounce the one ty. We pronounce these sounds. I think you heard already. Many native speakers speak the one
Okay.
anxiety. For example, anxiety pronounce T sound, so becomes anxiety. Can you,
Anxiety.
can you,
Anxiety.
or do you know it?
Anxiety. Anxiety.
Yeah, the flap T sounds
It's
like,
like
for example, city becomes city, city.
City.
Great.
University.
University. Great.
university.
Yeah, yeah.
University.
So that's
Anxiety.
why I want to hear you guys how you pronounce those words. So
Sure.
another one, what is that you said before? Accountability.
Accountable.
Account.
Mm. So that is accountability.
Accountability. Okay. You need to change the sound, the letter T for R.
No, no, flop tip.
For
Flop T
fl-
becomes D sound. Yes.
okay.
Okay, guys.
Accountability.
Yeah,
Great.
I'm sure you can pronounce that one. How about Subin?
What? What?
Maybe Subin also can pronounce that one. Accountability.
Ac-
Accountability.
account accountability.
Accountability. Uh-huh. Flop T. Make it flop T sounds become D sounds.
Accountability. Accountability.
Accountable. Accountability.
Accountability. Can you say Louis can follow well? How about or?
Accountability.
You miss.
Account.
Okay, can you say accountability? Accountability.
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 Accountability. And
Accountability.
Louis, can you say one more?
Accountability.
Şanlıurfa.
Yeah. Do you know
Uh-huh.
that place?
Say-
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's in Turkey. It's
The,
near
the
Syria.
food is the food is amazing in Şanlıurfa.
Oh, food is amazing. Okay, good. It's a land of Abraham in Bible.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a very historically city. Important city.
Okay, so what else, guys? I also check Louis' video. You said adaptability.
Okay. Adaptability.
Oh, you can follow it. How about or adaptability?
Adaptability.
Huh?
Adaptability.
Adaptability, or yes, another one, ability.
Ability.
Yes, ability,
Adaptability.
Ability.
adversity.
Ability.
I think you also said accessibility, accessibility,
Acceptability. Sure, sure.
accessibility. And what else? Do you have any? Do you have any words that a start with a and ends with ty? How about
Um, Let me check my list, okay?
huh?
Let me check my list. Give me a moment, please.
Oh, sure, sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm, So,
Hmm?
for example, authority.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
Make it floppy sounds. Can you please make it floppy?
Um, oh, authority.
Uh-huh.
Mm,
Authority.
Authority.
Yeah, yeah. Authority. Because that is a diphthong sounds or authority. Authority, not author. Yeah, yeah. That is floppy
Authority.
sounds.
Okay.
Authority. Authority. How about
Authority.
Subin? Are you still there, Subin? Subin, are you still there?
Frustrated. Frustrated. Frustrated.
Fr-
Frustrated.
frustrated? Frustrated? You mean frustrated?
Yeah, yeah, frustrated. Not okay.
Yeah,
You.
yeah.
First,
Also, that is also flop T sounds, frustrated.
frustrated.
Because if we are, if we are, okay, guys, this is the rules. When you find the the T is in between two vowels, becomes flop T sounds.
Okay.
Uh,
Between two vowels.
yeah,
Okay.
between
Great.
two vowels. For example, yeah, between two vowels, automatic, the sound is flop T sounds. Like water, better, matter. Yeah, yeah, the flop T.
Okay.
But this one, guys, I just let you know that also ty, we pronounce flop T sounds. Right. Authority, accessibility, anxiety, and what else? Adversity, uh-huh.
Great.
Adaptability, ability. So, okay, guys. So, anything, guys? Can you tell me anything?
So
Um,
we left. Yeah. Anything else?
Anything?
um, uh, the words that produce me struggle
Uh-huh.
was
Any words that you
uh,
struggle with?
great.
just, yeah, we just focus more on this one, guys. The
Sure.
T becomes plus
Aggressive,
T sounds. Uh-huh.
aggressibility. No, who is the stress here? Aggressibility. Aggressibility.
Aggressibility, aggressibility, the
Aggressibility.
ability, the aggressibility.
Okay.
You are
Aggressibility.
stressing the B here, okay? Aggressibility, aggressibility.
Aggressibility. Okay. Where is
Aggressive.
the stress in this word? Aggressibility, ability, or aggressibility?
Yeah, aggressibility. In the between, in the between.
Okay,
Aggressibility.
aggressibility. Great,
Aggressibility.
great.
Merciful.
Aggressibility. Okay, aggressibility. You can't see it on my writing. Maybe you can see it in this between, guys. Aggressibility.
Aggressibility. Okay.
Huh? How about or? Can you say it?
Aggressibility. Aggressibility.
Aggressibility.
True.
Because guys, this is this is tricky, guys, because if you don't know where the stress and the unstress, so it sounds like unchoppiness and it's not natural, unnatural. It makes you sound unnatural. So you should know where to stress that words because we have sometimes word 3 syllables and 4 syllables. So you should know where is the stress in that part. So make you sound uh,
What is
natural
the
when you speak.
what is the tricky to find the stress in the long words?
Okay, guys. So I'll give you tips. You can find youglish.com. Okay, youglish. You can type that one. If there is a word that you don't know,
Can,
you
can you write like message,
okay.
please?
I will type and don't worry. Okay, youglish.com.
Great teacher. Thank you.
No, I'm the one task giver today, so I'm your co-host. But if the other task giver, so she has to handle our live meetup. Okay, guys. So youglish.com, that one, guys. Maybe you can type that one. You can
Ah,
find the right.
great.
There are many native speaker. You have to type in the words that you are having a problem to pronounce, and then just type in and then click on it. There are many native speaker who are having a podcast or maybe some shows, and then you can listen different kinds of native speaker pronounce those words. So
Okay.
it's a
Great.
really useful site. This one, youglish.com. Yeah. So guys, so any words that you're having hard time to pronounce? How about or?
I'm looking
Uh,
for more words here in the Google. Let me check, please.
Sure.
ex-
Go ahead.
exhausted. Exhausted.
Exhausted.
Exa
Exhaust. Exhausted.
ex
Exhausted. Okay, guys, that is tricky sounds because this is ex. Okay, so now we have X, right? But we don't say exhausted,
Ex- Yeah.
exhausted. No, no. We pronounce this one G sound. Exhausted, exhausted.
exas ex
Mhm.
Okay.
exas
Not
exares
exhausted, but exhausted.
exas.
Hello, Oscar. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome
Uh,
to our live meet. So can you say hello to the other challengers?
Hello. In
hello.
Peru is
Welcome.
sorry for the late.
You are late. It's okay as long as you are participating us. So his name is Luis. He's from Peru, and the red T-shirt or the blue one, Luis. So nice to meet you
Hi.
guys.
Hi, Oscar.
Nice to meet you, Luis. Nice
Nice
to
to
meet
meet
you,
you.
Rick.
Nice
Yes,
to meet you, Oscar.
nice to meet you.
Welcome.
And yes, guys. Okay, let's go back. What's this? Oscar, I'm sorry. We are talking about how to pronounce the TY. Like, for example, city, we pronounce flop T sounds becomes D sounds like city, ability, university. So we are talking about today at the same time. We have to go back our topic exhausted. Okay, can you say exhausted? Not exhausted, but g sound. Exhausted.
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 Uh-huh. Can you say one more?
Exhausted.
Ah,
And
Louis first. Can you say Louis?
Exhausted.
Exhausted. No, I can hear you said exhausted. Exhausted. Exhausted.
Exhausted.
G Z sound. Exhausted. Exhausted.
Exhausted.
Yeah. This one, guys. Look at this one. G. Exhausted. Exhausted.
exhausted. Yeah. Yeah.
Guys, I have to leave. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you. See you again.
You have to go?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. It's
Have
okay.
fun.
Take your time. See you next time or
Bye.
Okay,
bye.
see you.
See you soon.
Yeah. See you again. So how about what's this? Louis, can you repeat one more? Exhausted.
Sure. Okay. Exhausted. Exhausted.
Exhausted. Exhausted.
Exhausted.
Okay. But don't say Ted. Exhausted. Ted. Exhausted.
Exhausted.
I can see Oscar. You're sleepy. How about Oscar?
Well, I can say exhausted.
Are you exhausted today? I can see you are yawning. I think you are
I am
exhausted.
exhausted because yesterday I had a hosted video conference. Facebook was very lag, very slow. For this reason, I'm exhausted today.
You're exhausted
The
today.
video call lasted to 10 p.m.
What is your
in
local time
Peru.
right?
Now it's 6 p.m. in the morning, and I'm very
6 p.m.
sleepy.
Great.
Exhausted.
So now you are from Mexico, right? I don't know, Peru. You're
Peru.
from
Peru.
yes.
Peru.
What time is it there now? What time is it?
It's 6:36 in the morning.
And 6 a.m. a.m.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's
Too early.
early. It's so
That's why I think you're still sleepy.
early.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
hey, wow. Congrats for your efforts to wake up so early, man.
Yeah.
to
Yeah. Mhm.
Sure.
to attend our live meetup. I see. But as of now, I think the other challengers, maybe they're busy or maybe they're working or maybe they are sleeping, so they can't join us. So I want you to, because how about you, Louis? What time is
Mhm.
it in your time?
H 36 a.m.
8?
H 36 a.m.
Can you say 8? 8.
8
Eight.
8
8.
No, not 8, but it's 8. 8.
8.
Long,
8
long E sound. 8. Ginger.
8.
I'm having Ginger later. Ginger, you can get my phone because my daughter, she.
Okay.
Can you say 8?
8
Yes, not 8.
8.
You have too long E sound, okay? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 8 p.m.
8.
8
8.
8.
Yes,
Okay.
this is trick. This is tricky, guys, because if you have good grammar, you can write well. But if you're speaking or your pronunciation is pretty bad,
Uh-huh.
maybe the other person confused. Oh, what? Don't understand. So it's better,
Mhm.
guys. So,
I understand that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But I can see you, Louis. You're really eager to improve your English. Uh-huh. It's okay. And I think you're still joining the Ravaka challenge.
Sure, I am enjoying it. It had been so hard for me to complete the task.
Uh-huh.
Uh, for the job. Uh, I am joining every challenge that the people makes
Is it?
online.
Yes.
So I need to make a lot of videos.
Yes,
Uh,
to practice your speaking, right?
sure, that is the idea. Improve my speaking skills.
Uh-huh. You're doing great job. How about you, Oscar? Oscar?
Well, yeah, this week I've done video conferences. My job before the quarantine,
Hmm?
quarantine. I don't know how to
Quarant
pronounce it.
quarantine, quarantine, quarantine.
Quarantine. Okay. Before the quarantine, I've organized public events, talks, um, workshops. But this day I've hosted a video conference or webinars. But Facebook is so laggy, so slow, and usually the conference breaks the transmissions, and this is very painful these days.
Uh,
Uh-huh.
Yes, but I'm thinking of changing the platform to YouTube or another video because Facebook is very, very slow today.
so do you use your English skill in your work, right?
No,
No?
unfortunately, no.
Okay.
And I didn't use English for 2 weeks because the social isolating started in mid of March, and
Okay.
for 15 days I was so busy in organizing video conference in Spanish. My mother language is Spanish.
Right, right. I'm from Chile, so I
Oh,
understand. So, okay.
and
So,
how are you?
Uh, I or Adeline?
No, both of you.
Uh,
first, you can.
no, please.
Me.
Sure.
Nowadays, I also in quarantine situations, so I always stay at home and doing a lot of stuff, studying my online courses, doing the challenge, doing the task, doing my YouTube channel. So I'm pretty busy this quarantine situation. And
Sure.
yeah, most of the time I always working on computer at this time. Yeah, and yeah, at the same time doing my own challenge like this one, guys. Like having live meetup calls. And how about you, Louis?
Well,
I
I
can
am.
see, I
I
can
am
see
well.
Oscar. You're so sleepy, Oscar.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I told you, in my country, the government doesn't declare the quarantine. So basically, we are working, we are spending our times like a single day, you know. So in this moment, I am in my work. I am in my work, in my shift. So I work 10 days and resting 10 days. So basically, I am at work right now.
Oh, that's good because your government hasn't declared that you have to be in quarantine situation. So
No,
far, there's no people got infected in your country.
no, there are a lot of people infected. There are 3,000
Three
infected,
thousand.
3,000.
Mhm.
But the government doesn't declare the quarantine. I don't know why. It
So,
don't have
uh,
explanation.
I see. Because also in my country here in Korea, yeah, you
Korea.
can go anywhere, but it doesn't really need you to stay at home. But at
Okay.
the same time, you can work. If you are working in the company, you can still
Huh?
working in the company. Just
Okay.
only for public schools and private schools are temporary closed. But so
Great.
far, the other companies are they're still working on it. They're on
Sure.
their jobs.
So what about Peru? What about Peru?
What
The
about
country is
Bro, the president declared emergency state. All
Mhm.
the business activity was interrupted. The quarantine begins in 15th of March,
Okay.
and today is the 20th or 19th day of the quarantine.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of social issues. Many people live lives day per day, and they
Okay.
don't have enough money to survive.
Mm. Okay.
The death toll between 1,500 and 1,600. And well, the death toll, no, the death toll is about 15 people, but people who was infected with the coronavirus was
Mhm.
between 1,500, I think.
1,500. Okay.
Mhm.
Sure. I think that your government take the good decision. Declare to declare quarantine is good to control uh, the infection.
Yes.
Great.
Mhm.
So how this situation affects in your daily life in Peru, Oscar, because you're in
Uh,
quarantine
my
situation.
daily life, well, I can move my activities to the internet.
Mhm,
So I was experiencing the home office working for the first time.
mhm,
I was organizing events online by Facebook Live,
Mhm.
but in my family, my father, he can work. He worked with a car, but today is prohibited using car. And my mother works in public health, and she still is working, but the risks is very high because Lima, the capital of Peru, has the highest number of people infected with the COVID-19.
Mhm.
I see, I see.
Mhm.
So that's it. She used mask, gloves to
Yeah,
continue work, right?
masks
But
and some kind of glasses
mhm.
and some kind of cloth, plastic cloth, protected.
Sure.
Hmm.
With safe gloves, great, great, because it's the that is the way to I don't know to avoid to be infected. So we are working, so we need to use gloves, mask, you know, um, wash your hands every time. So use
Hmm.
hole to wash your hands, you know.
Yeah, you should you should always aware of your personal hygiene. Always clean your hands at the same time, alcohols, and yes,
Yeah.
to do some exercise and eat healthy foods and take vitamins and drink, of course, a lot of warm water. Drink a lot.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
To avoid.
Today we intro to the fall or the autumn, and every day is uh, more cold here. We in the direction to the winter,
Okay.
but the temperature is between 20 or 21 degrees Celsius.
Uh-huh.
But we expected in June or July to be in 14 or 15 degrees Celsius or Celsius degrees.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
We're expecting to raise to the coronavirus. Our health system is very weak. There
Mm,
is
sure.
only 2,000 equipment to the UC treatment, Unit Care Intensive. I don't know the exact name, but people is very afraid by the tension, by the symptoms.
Oh,
In the North Peru is located Ecuador, and Ecuador has a city called Guayaquil. In Guayaquil, the people death in the streets. It's very, very scared the image about Ecuador.
okay. So
Right.
it's very dangerous. Makes a mix between coronavirus and influenza virus. I don't know who is this word in English. You know, influenza. Sure, right?
Influence, well, the flu, I think it's the flu. Flu
Sure, it's
is the
like a
word.
flu. Sure, it's like a
Yeah,
flu, but a little bit hard. You know.
but people in Peru, a lot of people have the flu nowadays.
Sure. No. Sure.
Yeah, and hospital or the clinics was inundated to people having the flu, but they was thinking, I have the coronavirus, I have the coronavirus.
It's crazy,
Yeah.
right?
Even I had the flu
They're,
2 weeks ago,
they're,
and I
yes,
was very
they're
scared.
obsessed. Too much coronavirus. So people also are panic in your country. Also panic about that virus.
Panic people who don't have anything to eat
Huh?
because the informality of the economy is very high. People can't generate some money or don't have any savings. And
Ah,
today is a big argument about
mhm,
the national help to
mhm.
families or to use money from the pensions.
I see, I see.
Great. This is a good idea
Yeah,
to use
Chile
money
was
from
the
pay.
first, yeah, Chile was the first country to use the private pensions. However, in Peru, the National Congress was in argument about how to use that amount of money
Mm,
in pro
great.
of the people who have money but don't have work any job, for example.
Okay. So what about you, Adeline? You are working,
Nowadays,
you are still working.
no, I'm just working on my computer
Ah,
and my
okay.
YouTube channel, and
Wow,
yes, my at
great.
the same time studying online courses, and I'm planning to have an online classes for my students because it's
Ah,
almost 2 months now we don't have class. So I'm trying to do something for maybe next week we will start for online classes. So yeah, because
great.
always stay at home and doing nothing. I just keep busy myself.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That
yeah,
your daughter maintain you busy during the day, the
yeah,
little daughter.
that's
Sure.
true. Yeah, also doing a lot of challenge that make me busy nowadays because I don't have work. So that's why I keep doing a lot of tasks at this moment. Maybe if the school are open again, so I think
Mhm.
I can do a lot of challenge. But this
Great.
time, yeah, I keep on track doing this challenge, Ravaka challenge, and here, and also my another challenge in my another online classes. So
Great.
yeah,
The nice about this coronavirus is that you can get a lot of students because they have a lot of free time right now because they are in quarantine. So,
no, because the other parents they don't want to send their mom to no, no, at home. But I'm not sure if they are going to take online classes because some of my students are very is that not us if you can catch up what I'm saying, but my students you have to focus or you have to teach them actual because if they're just like this, maybe they
okay,
can't catch up easily. So yeah, that's why also I'm worried about to have an
okay,
so I have to
great.
teach them very easy as simple simple topic.
Okay, so tell me why did you decide to, I don't know, to join this challenge? You, because I don't know, you are a teacher, so
Huh? Yeah,
what is
yeah,
um,
that's true because yeah, I'm English teacher and then I'm surrounded by non-speaking English countries. So most of the time I have to speak Korean at the same time, my native
ah,
language. So sometimes I forgot my accent, my English. I confused because when I speak English and then I'm in Korean and then switch back to my native language and switch back to English. So what I'm going to say, I sometimes I forgot. So I need to keep on track my English like this.
mhm.
You call
Okay,
to speak another speaker English, another
okay, I
country.
understand. What about you, Oscar? Why did you decide to study English? You told me that you don't use English in your work.
Wow. Well, I'm a social communicator interested in digital work. I'm a community manager. I think in digital marketing, the lingua franca or the universal language is English. All the new knowledge, new technologies is like to English first. Computers, digital technologies, even a way to entertaining myself is by English, I think. And also, well, I known to Adeline Annalise in the Stephanie challenge,
Uh-huh.
Mm,
and this day, well, a few days before I was applying to an international certificate in English, but I was not so happy with the results because uh, when I finished my advanced level in English or my preparation course to the
mm,
test, the Michigan test, I fall in. No, I think it was too mechanic. And when I watched the challenge of Annalise, well, I was, oh, okay, in Facebook, meetup, monthly meetup. It will be very interesting or very
Mhm.
funny or very stimulus to me because I've lost the contact with the Instagram world. I was out of Instagram, and when uh, I went back, I saw a new Instagrammer called Ravaka. She started a new challenge
sure.
wherever I wasn't able to join it because the the period of signing up was over, and it's impossible to me to get the instructions.
Mm, okay.
Yeah,
So
but
how many?
it's very interesting to get some open challenge.
Great. So how many years have you learning English?
Since I was a child, 10 when I was 10 years in the
Mhm.
90s. Well, 20 years ago, I think,
Mhm.
because my first
Mm,
experience
yeah.
was with a program,
College.
it's a program called
Ah,
Hablemos Inglés. It was a Spanish program
okay.
focused to learning English. It was a very old program, but
Ah,
I yes, I was studying and living, studying and living, but in the last 4 years, I was studying English seriously in a language center called ICPNA, an institute, and I didn't stop it until I finished my level and applied to international exam.
great. So good. Congrats for your test, for your
I don't know
applying.
what the results. The result was
Ah,
expected
okay.
to May or to April, but because of the
But,
coronavirus, I don't know
but
who
about
last.
what do you think? What do you think about your test? You will receive a good news, you know. I
I'm in the border because that is my first test in C2 level. It's a very high level of English, right?
okay.
American English. It's called examination of certification of proficiency in English of the Michigan ECPE.
It's
But
like
it's like the CPE of EC2 level. It's supposed to be the highest level of English. But I don't
okay.
know what will be in the frontier because it was very tricky, the listening section, especially.
All right. So how about Louis? How long have you been studying English? For how many years? Since you're young or just few years?
No, I began with the journey 21 months ago.
Hmm?
Uh, Practically, I start from zero level.
Uh-huh.
So, but I have been studying very hard during these 20 months,
Hmm?
uh, 3 or 4 hours per day from Monday to Friday,
What?
every day.
Every single day.
I have a lot of free time in my work from after my work, so I use every work to study English, every work. For example, yesterday I was studying around 9 hours. Uh,
Mhm.
Practically, I was study the whole day.
Oh,
So that is the time. 20 months ago, I start with the journey
so,
and like my passion.
so do you often watch movie or just focus more on listening or reading? So what are your ways of learning?
Ah, okay. I use several platforms. For example, I use only 1 hour to reading. The second hour, I use to check the new vocabulary in this reading action. I don't know. Uh, so then I make, for example, one video call per day. So I use 1 hour to talk with other people.
Uh-huh.
Then I use an apps called ABA English.
Aba English.
Mhm.
Oh, is that
Ah,
is that
it's a
good?
course. It's a
For
course online.
English? Is that
The,
a free app?
no, no,
Hey,
it's need to pay,
uh,
but is cheaper if you, uh, for example, um, you practice the first 10 days like a free test, you know.
trial.
Uh-uh.
Period.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But
Free trial period.
How
sure,
about the who is the founder? I mean, American or British or
British is British English.
British English?
Um, that is the problem.
Really?
British.
Wow.
I say
That is the problem, because I am I am learning American accent.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, Basically, these apps have a lot of interactive videos, you know, conversations, um, little videos about the daily routine, you know.
Uh-huh.
So, but that is the problem. Is in
How much is that? How much do you pay or how much is it
ah,
for
sure. So
monthly or yearly?
I wait around 1 month. They send me emails every day, you know, to contract the apps until they slow the prices. So I
You
only pay. Let me check in dollars. For for two accounts,
uh-huh.
uh, the account math one more free. I pay. Let me check. Uh, $20 for
$20.
$20 for two accounts.
Oh, so
Sure.
it's not really expensive for you?
No, it's
Not really.
cheaper. It's
Oh,
cheaper.
that's great.
Sure.
I see.
So, and basically, I watch videos in YouTube.
Mm,
Uh, um, uh, I am in a course from Hadar too, of intonation and, you know, accent,
like
um,
training,
pronunciation
pronunciation.
and
Huh?
intonation,
So,
you know.
but how about in Hadar? Do you pay the one or just only free?
Sure, sure. No, 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 no. Almost everything is pay in English. Study English is so expensive.
Yeah,
I,
you have to invest, right? Me too.
sure,
I'm still studying my American accent. That is for Rachel English. If you know her, she has her YouTube channel. She is a famous Rachel English Academy. So now I have been studying in the academy for about more than 2 years now. So that's why
Wow.
I'm I am learning a lot about those vowel sounds, those fluff T sounds, silent T sounds, so or dark L, light L. So if you guys like to join the Ritual English, maybe you can join us, but that is not really expensive. $14 monthly. $14.
oh,
$14 is very cheap
Yeah,
because in
very
my
cheap. And then you
English,
can access all the academy, all inside, all the resources in the academy you can access. And then at the end of the module, you can make your challenge, your video. At the same time, the our teachers give us the right feedback, what we have to improve, like our pronunciation, especially our vowel sounds or yeah, and
mm,
it's really good opportunity also because you can also connect with the other challengers as well.
sure.
So we are doing our challenge. We also join. Me too. I'm also joining Rachel English. So I have so much on my plate. So
Um,
busy all the time. Yeah, because
amount
I love
uh,
learning
all the challenge. I don't have free time for me for myself.
for yourself. Yeah, because sometimes, guys, I don't have time to study regularly in the academy. So sometimes I feel like I'm wasting my money because every month I have to pay, but I maybe just once a week I can study in the academy. So, but whenever I have time, I have to go back because if I stop studying my American accent, I turn back to my native accent. So I
Okay.
need to keep going, guys. So
Sure.
yeah,
Sure.
study continuously because if you
Yeah.
stop now and then you're in the middle and then you stop, suddenly you stop, then later on you forgot and then you have to go back again. So you have to be consistent.
Sure.
Yeah.
Same
Sure.
as guys, we are studying our English, so we have to study continuously. Oh, Thomas is here, so I have to invite him. Just wait.
Yeah.
Thomas. Maybe he wants to improve his English also, so I need to invite him to join
Sure.
us.
Don't worry for
Actually,
that.
he's the
I have the whole morning to talk with you.
he's the one, the first challenger to post it on the Facebook group about the challenge. Yeah, so he really wants to improve his English and connect with you guys. So give
Great.
him time. So if you have time, also you can practice with him.
Sure. Sure.
Hello, Tom.
Hi,
Hello.
Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Just a moment, because
Yeah,
I,
yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Tom.
Or we have been 1 hour now because I'm recording this conversation, so we can uh, share to our Facebook group so the other challengers also can watch us what we are
Sure.
doing here.
Uh, So I don't know how to take a screenshot in Skype.
Screenshot. Now, anyway, after this our meetup, you can rewatch and then you can stop the video and then screenshot on your phone.
Ah, great.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
good.
If you
Good.
are
Yeah.
was that install the Skype account and a Skype app on your phone, you just
Sure. You
screenshot
need
through.
to
Mm,
share,
yeah, you can do
but
it.
in the I can't. I don't. I can't take
Yeah,
this
yeah,
screen.
yeah. So let me see.
Tom. Hey, Tom.
Hey, Tom.
What what
Tom.
happened, Tom?
Uh-huh. Uh,
So what about your channel in YouTube?
yeah, I'm
Uh,
doing
tell
pretty well.
us, uh, tell us about your channel in YouTube.
Yes. I also sharing educational blogs, more on English,
Mhm.
useful phrases and idioms, grammars. Yeah, all about English. You can also study my English on my YouTube channel as well. And at the same times, as a Korean cultures or fun activities that the other teachers also can use to their classroom. I also share some of my activities
Okay.
in my
Mhm.
classroom. Uh-huh. So,
Guys.
hey, if you are, yes, guys, please subscribe to my channel.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
you
Sure.
can
I
learn
I am
many. Uh-huh.
I am I subscribe. And
Oh, sure. Thank you. You can also learn my English, or maybe you can give me some feedback. So, what do you want to learn so I can make content video to
great.
improve my channel as well. So, where is Tom now?
So so what about the for example, I have a big problem. It is that uh, I don't know. I know several words, but
Mm-hmm.
when I talking with other people, I don't remember the words. Basically, my vocabulary is it becomes a little bit, a little vocabulary, you know.
Uh-huh.
So do
So
you
you
have any tips to
ah
fix?
so how could you remember the vocabularies whenever you heard something through the other challengers or you talk other speakers? Try to take note, write
Okay.
down, and then later you can read or review and then try to make examples and then try to pictures what exactly what situation you are going to use that word so you can remember.
Mhm.
Whenever you have conversation with other people who speak English, then try to use it so you
Okay.
don't forget. Yes, me too.
Good.
Sometimes I have a lot of words that I don't know. Whenever I read it, I don't know. I have to research and then take note on my notebook, and then later I have to read and review. And
Okay.
I can use my writing as well at the same time. My speaking. Yeah, so we have to be uh, creative or find ways to your learning that you are engaging so you won't forget whatever you are learning.
Okay.
I think Tom he left. I don't know what happened, Tom. Hmm, I see.
Yeah. Well, what can I say is I remember.
Uh-huh.
I remember I was using a book called English for Life. It was uh, published
English.
by For Life. It's a book
Sure.
about listening. Yeah.
About
This book
no about that.
showed about a wide variety of English dialects. Dialects. For example, in this book, you can recognize English by non-native speakers. For example, or for instance, English from Germany, English for France, English from China, or for
Mhm.
South Africa. And every country or people for every country had a special dialect, a special way to speak English. And well, South Africa dialect was the more hard dialect because I wasn't able to understand nothing.
Ah,
But yeah, and even to Spanish English or English for
mhm,
people from Latin America, it was a special way. But the the big message we can say from this book is there is no standardized way to speak English, so you have to adapt your ear to every country
mhm,
because um, well, the people has a special sound, but also
mhm.
non-native English was easier than the native speakers. Their English, their English very is more clear,
Mhm.
except to English for from Africa is very tricky, very hard to
Yeah,
understand.
that's true because of their accent, their pronunciation, guys. So that's why for me I prefer American accent or yeah, I prefer American. Yeah, I also love British, but I nowadays I'm focusing more on American accent
Mhm.
because it's
American,
more clear for me. And British also are more sophisticated, like what up, het up, but I can't
Sure.
act like that. But I love it, but I better to use American accent, especially in my workplace, because here in Korea, a lot of American teachers use American English. Hello,
yeah.
Tom.
Hello. At
Welcome.
last,
Hello.
I've connected. Sorry, I had troubles because I was out of the blue. I had call on my mobile, and I couldn't pick up because I I was honestly speaking in toilet just at the moment. So sorry.
Okay.
I see. Okay, so how are you today, Tom?
Hello, I'm fine, thanks. And how about you? Everyone is healthy?
Yes,
Sure.
we are healthy. Uh-huh.
Hey, good. So where you from, Tom?
I'm from
I sure. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm from Poland. I'm from Poland, Europe, Warsaw, capital of Poland.
Okay.
Oh,
See,
wow, interesting.
I thought that there would be more of us here.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, we are 23 participants here, but the other challengers, maybe they are busy at their work or maybe they're still sleeping. So that's why just only few people joining this live meetup today.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay.
welcome to our first live meetup. So you can connect with other challengers. If you would like to have a speaking practice, try to connect with them directly so you can have a video call as well as often. Like, yeah, you can send your schedules like using by your Calendly account. So you can have practice even though you can't join our live meetup every week, then you can keep practicing your English to the other
Okay.
challengers. Yeah,
I
yeah.
know. I noticed that we were talking about the accents, the different accents in
Yeah,
English.
yeah, yeah.
Noticed that the accent from Tom is like a British
Oh,
English.
yeah, yeah. Can
Is it
you,
Tom?
yeah, can you, I heard, I watched your video, Tom, and then I think you're having hard time to pronounce those words. Can you pronounce? Because I haven't take note the words you are choosing in the challenge first task.
You want me to pronounce the words which I write down?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Because we are that is our first challenge, so we have to practice that one. So you will know how to pronounce those lofty.
Okay, just a moment. I have to find them out because at the moment, I'm not at the group. It was. Could you remind me the rule, because I at this moment I don't remember these words. What
Ah,
the beginning was A, and the
yeah,
ending was
ty.
T
Yeah,
T Y
yeah.
T Y. Ending
Ty.
with
And
Y.
then we have to pronounce T sounds. Then our T sounds becomes flop, T becomes D sounds.
just a moment. Just a moment. I had to find out these words. Sorry. Uh,
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. Take your time, Tom.
So, only one
uh,
Tom.
I can see now. Uh, Admirability, aggressivity,
Uh-huh.
agreeability, automaticity, 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 adaptability. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you have to pronounce, like I told you, you have to pronounce uh, these sounds. So, for example, you said, was that anxiety? And so you can say
Anxiety,
uh,
anxiety,
anxiety. So pronounce it.
anxiety.
Anxiety we discussed already before our previous topic. So we can pronounce anxiety. Anxiety. Can you say?
Anxiety,
Uh-huh. And what else? You said authority. Authority. Authority.
Authority.
authority,
Uh-huh.
authority, authority, authority,
Authority. Authority. Authority.
authority, authority. It's very difficult.
Difficult.
Yeah,
It's difficult.
it's
Yes,
very
because we're
difficult.
not get used to it. So, and
Uh-huh.
How about this one? Authenticity. Authenticity.
Authenticity, authenticity,
Authenticity.
authenticity, authenticity,
Accountability.
And
accountability,
Yeah, yeah.
accountability,
Yes, I'm checking
Accountability.
your sentence here. And what else? Antiquity. Antiquity.
antiquity,
Yes,
antiquity.
antiquity.
So I should pronounce D rather than T in the
Yeah,
end.
yeah. So that is our uh, topic that we are discussing previous while ago. So the T becomes floppy. We pronounce D sound like city becomes city, university, university,
Okay.
ability,
Uh-huh.
City.
ability. Uh-huh.
City.
And
Uh-huh.
yes,
uh,
I
excuse
also
me, guys. Excuse me, guys. Give me a moment, please. I need to drink a cup of coffee.
oh, sure,
So
sure.
we'll come back.
Oh,
Okay?
sure, sure. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
Take your time, Louis. Yeah.
Great. I will
And
come back.
yes, sure. And I already give them a site that if you would like to practice your pronunciation, you can check the Youglish, youglish.com, youglish.com, and you can click that one. You can type in whatever words that you don't know, and then you can click that word search, and then you can find lots of different native speakers.
Mhm. And what do you think, Annalise? Because I discovered lately Free for Talk page. Do you know this page? There is also occasion to meet a lot of people there.
Oh, really? What is that?
Yeah,
Free talk?
Free for Talk. Free
Free
for Talk.
for talk. So there are many people who really want to speak English.
Yeah, freefortalk.com. It's the
Uh,
address, and
because
it's great because there are at any time there are about 20 or more people very eager to speak English there, and there are several chats there. And in each chat is described if the level is advanced or beginner, so you can connect to people there, and sometimes there are also native speakers there. There are people from America
Wow.
and or United States or Great Britain. Especially the people from UK are very interesting because they speak with so hard accents that I
yes,
initially thought
that's true.
that they are from Turkey or Arab countries, but no, they would be from Midland in UK. So
I see.
it was very strange for me because I hardly can understood them.
I see. I can imagine that one. So that is all free app. We can search on the Play Store and then can install that app, download free for
Yes, it's completely free. It's completely free. It best works under Chrome, and on PC, because on mobile it is not recommended. It's also possible to use it on mobile, but it is not recommended because the the effectiveness of this mobile connections is not so good. So it is recommended to connect from PC. And some users even hate people which are connected from mobile because the quality of the
yeah,
chat is not so good.
I see. I got it.
Hmm.
I see.
And I am really addicted to this page. I was there, I am using it for 2 weeks, and there were days when I was 6 hours talking. So
I see.
so
Wow.
but after such a session, I I felt that I've improved so much because earlier, before that experience, I had moments when I was stuck and I couldn't go on with my talking because I was searching for some word in my head which I couldn't find, and this cost me some block in my fluency. And now I found out that I could use the other words, and not there is not need to find that exact word which I am looking for, and I accustomed that I can go around that word and not go straight. So it is a great experience in fluency. This
But
page.
how about the native speaker? Are also they friendly? They
Yes, they are very friendly, and I was asking them what are the reasons they are there, what are their motives, motivation of them, and they said that they would like to connect with other people, to meet another cultures and propagate English language, and it's an occasion for other people to meet the real English speaker, and this is their motivation. And I think they are very positive and friendly, and they're okay.
yeah, that's good opportunity because that is all free.
Yeah, it's all. Yes, that's all free. This application was invented by some Vietnamese people, and it's based on Hangout by Google, because there's a possibility in Google to make hangouts, yeah, like Skype, and these people funded this application on the base of Google Hangout. And also there is a possibility to share the screen, and there is possibility of view the movie together, and there are a lot of plays there also, like there's Scrabble, some kind of Scrabble, when you have to guess the word which other person is drawing. There is people is drawing word, and you have to guess what
What
is
is
the meaning.
that?
Yeah,
Oh, that's really nice. I see.
yeah.
I will try to check that one. Free for talk. W.
Free4talk.com. Four written as a number, of course. Free for number.
Free.
Uh, I will.
Maybe you can type in. You can send us.
I am typing at this moment.
Yeah. Also, Oscar, maybe you can check that one so you can connect with the other native speaker. At the same time, we can do our challenge. So yes, we can be a good speaker in the future. Ah,
Yeah,
we can
you're
we
right.
can we can also in our company make our own chat there on this website, because it's very easy to access there. You need only type this address, and you are directly in the chat. There is also need, I forgot, there is also need, you have to have Google account, Google email account, because it's under Google, so you have had Google email,
you have to. What's that? You have to.
because you have to log in the Google account first to access this page.
I see. I see. I got it. So it's really nice. So we will check the one for sure. Later, we will check the one. Ah, I see. So anyway, how long have you been studying English, Tom? How long have you been studying English?
It's a very long story, because I am not a spring chicken, as you see. Uh, and I am learning English all my life. I started in my youth, but the methods of my learning wasn't very good, so I didn't learn my active language, but only passive. I read a lot, I listen a lot, but for 2 years I decided that I have to improve my fluency, and I started to do it more intensely, and I have results. I think that I'm now much more fluent, and I am much more how to say it, safe when I am speaking. So I'm using Anki also. It is for Anki application, which is for improving my grammar.
Oh, Anki.com. So that is also free?
That is also free. You can install it on your mobile also, but only on Android. On Android also, because on iPhone it is paid. For iPhone it is paid. No, it is not free. But on Android it is free. And I downloaded the course of grammar, English grammar. It's a course based on some British textbook, and there are about 6,000 flashcards in a full grammar course, and it enabled me to improve my grammar because I had to make many exercises. These flashcards, the way of working at this application. There are sentences with some gaps, empty spaces, and you have to guess what is the correct word, correct phrase, and you have to put this phrase in the empty space, and then you decide if it was easy for you or very difficult. And if it was easy, you won't be you won't be you won't be asked again in the near future. But if it was very difficult, you would be asked in 4 days in very short form. Repeat it. This question will be repeated, so you could improve at this question. So it's very good for me.
Yeah, I can see. So that makes sense. And yes, okay. So by the way, uh, what else? So Oscar, do you have any questions of Tom? You can ask him.
Well, I don't know what is the. I will check the web websites, but I can share a tool called IPA Translator. It's like, in some ways, like English, but it's applied to writing. It's translate your words in English into the IPA symbols,
Uh-huh.
and you can check yes the way the pronunciation that web application can show, depending of the dialect, American, British and American, and it can show also the strong and weak form of the words. It's very interesting. APA translator.
IPA, IPA, that
IPA.
IPA translator. So you will know exactly how could you pronounce those sound of the letters, sound of the vowels, IPA. Yeah, I also studied
Yeah.
one IPA later, translator. So that is all free app, right?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
mhm.
Translation. So,
Translate.
thank you so much, guys. You share your ways of learning so everyone also can uh, access also about this app because we never heard, me too, I never heard this free for talk and I heard this Anki, but I just don't. I don't. I just ignore it. I never don't. I just don't care. But this app, I will probably check on it. So Anki
Mm.
platform that is good for grammar.
Free for Talk is super. I recommend it to you. You would be surprised how good is it. But
Uh-huh.
this Anki, it's very individual. I think for someone it could be improving. For someone it could be very dull, boring, and because it needs this application needs you from you to be very systematic, very you should every day do these exams, because if you omit one day, the next day you will have had twice the number of the exercises will be for the previous day and from this day. So the number of the exercises will be too much to do
True.
it in the
Yeah.
reasonable period. So
Uh,
you must be very consistent. Do these
but
exercises all every day, and for somebody it isn't possible because
uh-huh.
you are working and you have other activities, so sometimes it is not possible. And now I have to spend about 1 hour each day for this Anki application, because
Mm.
I I I had a regime by myself that I am not only put these empty gaps, but I repeat the phrases. I try to repeat uh, repeat it loud all the
Yeah.
phrases
Play
to
it.
improve.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, because
Oh,
there is also sound file connected with this application. So each phrase is I can listen to the pronunciation of this phrase. So I could repeat after the British native speaker, so I could improve like this.
oh,
But
that's
it's very
great.
time consuming, very laborious.
Yeah,
Laborious.
yeah, that's true. But if you really want to improve your English, you have to spend time, spend hours
Yeah, yeah.
to do your
Mm,
to study to keep on track your English, so you will improve. Because if you're just studying once a week and then, or maybe you stop 2 weeks and then you will never improve. You have to
mm.
study consistently every
Yeah,
single, at least.
I heard the comparison that learning language is like a bucket of water, which with a little hole in the bottom. If you fill this bucket with water, the
Uh-huh.
water will go out through this hole. So you must every day you must add the water to the bucket so it won't be empty. So
Yeah,
if you don't add water every day, at last the bucket will be empty. So
yeah,
your
that's true. That's
English will be ruined.
yeah, same as a learner. We have to feed our brain every single day, different phrases, different words, vocabularies. So our brain still working on English because if you
Yeah.
don't feed it, then it
Mm,
becomes empty.
mm.
You will
Yeah.
forget
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
true. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Especially English is not our native language. So that's why we have to be consistent, study every single day. So I
Yeah. Yeah.
created this group for us, for
Mm,
everybody who wants to improve their English, to can
mm.
keep practicing and connect with the other challengers who really want to improve their English. So
Yeah.
is our group.
I would like to thank you, Alison, for this initiative, because it's your time, it's your private time that you give to us. So thank you
Yeah.
for this, and I think that we all can benefit from this initiative.
Yeah, yeah, my pleasure. And yes, I really want to also connect with you guys and help and share my knowledge as well. At the same time, I can also keep practicing my English with you guys because I'm here in non-native speaking country, even though I am an English teacher. But if I don't work, I don't speak English. I always speak
Mm,
Korean in my native
mm.
language.
Uh,
So yeah,
And may I ask you if you teach children of adults? Because I talked to some English teacher, and her trouble was that she was teaching children, so she
uh,
had no occasion to improve her English because it was very basic
very
English.
basic. Yes, for me, I teach before I my first experience I taught from elementary to elementary school to middle school, high school. Nowadays, I'm still teaching elementary school, middle school until adults class, but not really a high level, just only intermediate level, beginners to intermediate level. So yes, before my first time to teach adults, I was pretty nervous because
Mhm, mhm,
I'm scared. Maybe they are very good
uh,
than me. So, but yeah, I had been teaching until now. I'm still accepting adult
mhm,
students.
mhm,
So yeah, so far, yeah, I can manage it and really
mhm,
enjoy because teaching adults compare the kids, it's much better because they are really focusing on to improve their English. So
mhm,
I can teach them well and I can focus more on speaking. But
mhm,
teaching kids more on basics, so
mhm,
I don't really like it. So I prefer
mhm,
to teach
mhm,
adults or yes, high level
mhm, mhm.
compare beginners.
Thank you for your time. I had to finish now because I had
Yeah, yeah.
other activities. So once more, I would like to thank you. And next week, the same time.
Yeah, I will send you the link. Then just check on the Facebook group what
Yeah.
time exactly. Then yeah, I will send that every time zone converter, so you can check that one.
Thi-
What time exactly?
this converter is super. I had troubles before with this time because I had a meetup with other person, and I checked the time. I sorry, not I checked. I calculated the time. I calculated the time wrongly, so I was in the wrong time zone. So
I
this is perfect for me.
Yeah, that's perfect.
This
Whenever you
device.
click the link, it shows you exactly what time in your
Mm,
country.
mm,
Much
mm,
better. So you
mm,
can
Yeah.
make your appointment.
mm.
Anyway, Tom, thank you so much for joining
Thank
Thank
this
you.
you.
Thank
Thank you.
class.
you.
See
Thank
you
you.
And
next
See you.
week.
See you.
Oh,
I
whenever
will
you have
have to put
free time, you can
my back.
connect with the other challengers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Yeah,
Okay. So
Tom.
much.
Bye bye.
Bye.
How about
Bye.
Oscar? Do you want to stay or maybe we can? Maybe I'm not sure if uh, Louis is coming back. I'm not sure if he,
Yeah. In 15 minutes, I have to cook my breakfast. So we can talk 10 minutes more, I think. because because I haven't eaten my breakfast and I have some work for my job to do.
uh-huh.
I was organizing 8 webinars from the
Uh-huh.
next week. 7 webinars actually, or 6 webinars actually.
Uh-uh.
But I I am a graphic designer and I have to design of the how to say the graphic pieces to Facebook, for example, or for to email. I have to design the communication products in order to in, to
Pro-
take people for the online events.
I see.
And I am sleeping.
I see. So, what time is it now in your country? Now it's around 10 p.m. in my country.
Ah, 10 p.m. Wow, 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Well, here is um, 10 minutes to 8
10 minutes.
to 8 a.m. Mhm. The day is starting here in Peru.
Oh, is it Saturday there? Saturday?
Saturday, yeah, it's Saturday.
Saturday in your country, it's Saturday.
Yeah.
I
And
see.
public, my next webinar is in 12 hours.
Uh,
In other words, in the 8 p.m. And I think you will start in your day. Well, it's a many hours of difference.
yeah, yeah. Or we're almost 2 hours talking now because I am recording this conversation. So maybe
Yeah.
after maybe Louis sending me a message that he's coming back and he's asking 1 minute. So maybe
Okay.
we can wait for him and then we can have a final discussing something and then maybe we can finish our meetup. It's too long,
Yeah.
almost 2 hours
But
now. Keep talking.
I have a question. Have you participated in the Rabaka challenge?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still participating.
Because I was talking with, I don't know, Maki is a Japanese woman. I was talking with her about the Rabaka challenge, and I can't take the instructions because I noticed this challenge 3 or 4 days ago, and there's no way to sync up the challenge. So what I was very sad because I wasn't able to to follow these instructions. And I saw the post of people making the challenge, making how is how about the experience of that challenge of Rabaka
Challenge. Yeah,
challenge?
it's more on they're more on writing, shadowing, and not really focusing on speaking because we don't have like this live meetup. So more on writing. Yes, I think because nobody correct your mistakes. But yeah, I just got few feedback from the other challengers, but I really want someone who give me some feedback that they really tell me the truth that you have to improve this accent, this pronunciation, this grammar. But maybe they're also busy doing their tasks at the same time their job, so they can't give you the right feedback. So in this challenge, weekly live meetup, I think it's better because we can keep in touch at the same time we can do our tasks. Uh, we have enough time to do our task because 1 week, one task, so we can do ahead of the time, and yeah, it's very flexible. But
Wow.
doing everyday challenge, it's okay if you're not busy, but if you are busy, it's pretty overwhelmed sometimes. Sometimes I would like to give up. I don't want to do any challenge anymore because I am really busy. Also, I have lots of online classes
Yeah.
and at the same time doing the task, doing my challenge. So, but I still keep doing it. Yeah, I still participating in that challenge. Whenever I have time, I have to finish my task. So
Wow.
I still have two tasks this month. I haven't did yet. I haven't done yet. So that will be day 11 and day 12. Yesterday.
Wow. Wow.
So maybe tomorrow, if I have time, I will finish all the tasks.
Wow. And have you heard news about Stephanie? Because I haven't. Well, I see that she haven't posted any content in the last 3 weeks or the last month. I don't know nothing about Stephanie, the English coach.
Yeah, I got her email today, and then she just,
Ah,
yeah, have you received the email from her? Yeah, and then she just informing about her situation, but I'm not sure. Maybe she's doing another project for maybe another challenge. So I'm not sure when that one. Maybe I heard it will be started on June or July. I'm not sure. So
okay.
are you planning to join the challenge?
Yeah, because her accounts, her Instagram account, suddenly stopped any publishing post, and I was afraid because Florida is one of the city that receive more impact of the actual crisis of the COVID-19, and I was afraid because well, today in the United States, I don't know the exact number, but it's 270,000 of people in trouble with that virus. And I was thinking about what happened with Stephanie because she is very active in her social networks.
But nowadays, she is passive. I
Okay.
I never also received any notification from her YouTube channel. So I think she is really maybe busy, and yeah,
Mhm.
maybe preparing uh, another
Challenge, a big challenge.
project.
Yeah, I thinking about how to reinvent their challenge because, well, even Maki, he was preparing his own challenge. And he told me, oh, don't be sad if you can sing out with Rebecca. You can make your own challenge. Uh, I was so preparing. And she told me, she was preparing a challenge with friends, Latin American friends,
Mhm.
but it was a very personal challenge. Well, she told me the idea to prepare own challenge in order to practice the language. But
Yeah.
well, yeah, yeah, yeah. And well, how is called our or the other friends of the call?
Sorry.
I can hear you.
What do
The
you
people,
say?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Right. Carlos, the other
Carlos.
friends.
Yeah, Carlos also still a Ravaka challenge. He's still participating. Yeah, he's very active to improve his English at the same time. Yeah, he's really
Yeah.
good doing uh, all the tasks we have every single day.
Mm-hmm. Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I think I have to finish our our
Yeah.
conversation because now it's uh, already 9:56 p.m. So I need to put my daughter on the bed because it's too late now.
I have to
And
prepare my breakfast too.
yeah, you too. You have to eat your breakfast. And yes,
Yeah, for
have
my
a
dog.
yeah,
I
yeah.
have some Muscovy ducks in my yard, and I
Uh-huh.
have to feed them,
I see, I see.
bring some food to the ducks. Ducks, quack, quack, quack.
Ducks.
And well, I have to go to the kitchen to prepare all the food.
Uh-huh. Okay, so thank you so much, Oscar, for
Thank you.
joining. And yeah, see you next week. And I will pause the no, no, I will post the was that the another challenge on the Facebook group. So please check your Facebook account and then please participate the task
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so I
It's
can
my
review.
video,
Mhm.
my video introduction.
Yeah, yeah, sure,
Mhm.
sure. Okay, thank you so much, Oscar,
Thank
and
you.
have a good day. Yes. Bye bye.
Say
Yeah.
bye.
Bye. Bye.
Take care.
Take care. Yeah, you too.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Ah, leave call.